Hi guys. So I recently turned 29 and it truly got me reflecting to my past self. And when I think about who Anu was when she was 19, standing where I am right now, I absolutely do not associate with that person anymore. But that does not mean I hold any regrets to who I was, because if I hadn't done the same mistakes I did, I would never have learned and become who I am today. So, yeah, guys, these lessons might have been learnt in a very hard way, but they have truly shaped me to who I am today. And these 8 key learnings is something that I would like to share with you, where I talk about the places that I've gone wrong in so that you don't do the same. And let's dive straight in. But before we dive in, I want to mention that this video revisits a topic I've talked about before, and I have reworked it with fresh insights and personal stories that reflect my journey more authentically. So let's jump right in. Lesson 1: Time with parents is precious. Don't take it for granted. Let me start with something very close to my heart. Time with our parents is limited. Look, when we're young, we think that our parents will always be there, and we feel that they're just a call away. But as I've grown older, I've realized how fragile life is. Because there were times when I'd prioritize work, my friends, or even just binge watching Netflix or just sitting down and talking with my mom and dad. And it hits hard, when you're away from home and you realize these missed moments are never going to come back. So, yeah, please make that call. Spend that weekend with them at home. If not, get them home. Like, call them, It's it's something you won't regret doing. Tell them you love them, because I don't think we do that often. Lesson 2: Your body is your temple. Treat it with all the respect you have. And honestly, I cannot stress this enough. Focus on your fitness. In my early 20's, I'd take gym memberships like every January, new year, new me, and go for a week, get tired, never show up. And it was a cycle, and it didn't end there. Once it was a gym, once it was some other class. There was this quick motivation or inspiration when I would watch something and it'd be like, I want to get that body, and I would go take a membership. But I clearly lacked the discipline to like stick to it. Let's not even get started with my junk food obsession. I would really just eat so mindlessly that, I'd be bloated, I'd be like feeling uneasy, my sleep was a mess. I didn't realize how these small things play a huge role in your day to day life. But yeah, somewhere along the way, I learned this, that your body is the only place you'll live in for your entire life. So start small, start taking care of it. Add protein to your diet. I know I keep telling my parents even now that please include more protein. And as Indians, we don't do it. We are a nation of walking people. Like, we believe we'll walk it out and solve all our problems. But no, as you grow older, you need these muscles, you need to function way better for your age, right? And this does not mean that you have to go become a gym rat. All I'm telling you is just take care of yourself. Maybe hit a few steps on a day to day basis, like at least 6 7K steps, and sleep on time, wake up on time, and there's no other feeling. I mean, there's nothing that feels better than having a healthy body. Trust me. You'll be grateful for the things that you did in your 20's. Because once you reach your 30 and after 30's, it's very difficult to get to the body that you want to, because there are a lot of biological changes that happen as well. Lesson 3: gratitude is key. I know you've heard this before, but let me tell you how gratitude changed my life. A few years ago, I started writing down 3 things that I was grateful for every day. And every morning, I would be thankful to God that, I'm blessed to be above the ground today. No matter what the situation is, no matter like what's happening, but I'm alive, and that's the biggest gift I have, the gift of today. And what I realized is gratitude keeps you grounded in this world where social media makes it so easy for us to compare ourselves to everybody. So maybe today, like, you can start with this. So start small. Maybe today you can just be grateful for a warm cup of coffee or tea, or even a sunny day. Something. You will find that one thing that you could be grateful for, be it the food, be it the roof, be it a loving family, a loving partner. And once you start, being more grateful, you'll realize that there's a lot more good that there is in life. Because we as humans, we tend to look at the negative aspects of things way too often. Lesson 4: learn to say no. And this one was tough for me, because I feel a part of me was a people pleaser. Because sometimes, just to fit in and to not miss out on anything, I would just say yes, even if I didn't want to do it, even if I didn't want to go anywhere. And that didn't make me happy. What I realized is every time you say yes to something that doesn't align with you, you are simply saying no to yourself. And that's not a nice feeling. Clearly, it's not selfish at all to set boundaries. In fact, it's the kindest thing you can do for yourself and to others. And people who genuinely care about you will respect your no. So, do practice it. It indeed is liberating. Lesson 5: doom scrolling is a trap. Look, I think I've said this before as well. I have wasted so many hours through Instagram and YouTube and like watching either motivational reels, either nonsensical reels. And there's a quick rush that I get, and honestly, I would not do anything about it. It's just that from one reel to the next reel to the next, I realized it just used to like suck me in. That one reel turns into 10, and before I knew it, it's midnight. So here's the harsh truth: doom scrolling does not add anything to your life. All these apps are designed to keep you hooked. So be wise, be smart, break free. Use it mindfully, because, yes, when used in the right manner for networking, social media apps are very good. But the mindless scrolling is absolutely a lost cause. So, what you can do is, at least what helped for me is, I put time limits on these apps, and intentionally I replace scrolling with something more meaningful. Like, I used to read more, I used to actually go hit the gym. If nothing, I used to just get some rest. And when you grow older, you realize the biggest crunch that you have is time, because it is the most valuable thing you have. And all I'd say is spend it wisely. Lesson 6: relationships are not the center of your universe. When I was in college, I really thought relationships were everything. Breakups felt like the end of the world. And I used to waste so much time crying over people who, in hindsight, didn't even deserve my energy. And here's what I've learned: relationships, boyfriends, girlfriends, they come and go, man. Your 20s are for building yourself. Focus on your career, your passions, and your growth. And the right people will find you when the time is right. And You might see like these happy couples on Instagram or any of these social media platforms. But trust me, everybody has their good days and their bad days. So blindly don't believe what you see. Everybody's having something or the other that they're dealing with. They might just cover it up better. Lesson 7: embrace imperfection. It is what makes you human. I used to obsess over being perfect, and social media just added fuel to the fire. It made it so easy to fall into the trap of thinking that everyone has their life together. But here's the thing, nobody does. And the truth is, perfection, which makes us relatable and real. So stop chasing perfection and just start embracing who you are in any form, the messy, the chaotic, anything, however life is, just start embracing it and you'll feel a lot more free. And last but not the least, be smart about money. If I could go back and give my 19-year-old self one piece of advice, it would be this: please learn how to manage your money. Because in my early 20s, right, when I just started earning, I'd honestly spend without thinking, like on clothes, dinners, random gadgets. Although I did invest and I had moved to finance, but I still had this mindset of reckless spending. And it wasn't until like really late that I truly understood the value of compounding. And it's magic. I would just say it's magic. So one thing I would ask you to do is, if you're just starting off, you have even like 500 rupees, start off with like an SIP investment, right? If you need more advice on it, please do watch my other videos. There are a lot of videos I've made on how to invest as beginners. But but all I would tell you is, like, start, track your expenses, and undoubtedly make a budget. Okay, because when you are able to track where you're spending, where you're saving, you're more mindful about your next expense. So yeah, anyway guys, these are the 8 lessons that have truly shaped my life as I've stepped into 29. And if you are in your 20s, do not take a lot of stress. Look, you've got a whole life ahead of you. So take it one step at a time, one day at a time. And the journey will never be a straight line. It's always going to be messy. It'll always have a lot of ups and downs. Just embrace it and trust the process, that if you are doing the right things, you will achieve the results. So yeah guys, this is it for this video. Let me know in the comments which of these lessons resonate with you, or share something that you've learned that's changed your life. So yeah guys, thank you for watching again. And if you like this video, please don't forget to click on the like button. And if you like watching my content, it would mean a lot to me if you could go subscribe to my channel. But yeah, that's it guys, thank you, and here's to growing. Bye bye, see you next time.